Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Pisces, and keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Pisces. If you would like a personal reading, there's going to be two options in the description. Alright, to book a personal reading, you also find a third link there. That's to join my spiritual group. It's for people who are into spirituality and the spirit world. So if you'd like to meet more people like that and like yourself who are heavily into spirituality, where you can talk about things like that, go ahead and go join that group. You can also find my Etsy shop, my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon and Ko-Fi. Go support me on Ko-Fi, help me reach the next level so we can get another deck. And if you'd like to make a donation, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Pisces, let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself. What's a message for you? What's happening? Number 34 with Spirit of the Warrior. Okay? So you're tapping into Spirit of the Warrior, that warrior spirit. Number 35, the number 3 must be important to you. Mandela of the Moon. Alright? Your last card. It's number 3. 43. Honor the light. So I need to honor the light. Honor yourself as sacred, as a light being. Alright, but let's have a look at all your cards here so you have a deeper understanding of them. Pisces. Starting with number 34 first. Number 34. Though you yearn for peace, you recognize that without truth, genuine peace can never be. Even if it triggers an upheaval of transformation, the need to set things right is strong in you. It's the inner drive of the spiritual warrior. The compelling soul need to uphold truth, goodness, and justice. You will fight for these things because that is your way. Spirit warrior. Trust. See and feel the positive impact that you are making in the world. You are relentless, and the divine is within you. It says, do not give up if you feel hopelessness, despair, defeat, or frustration, and if you wonder if it is really worth it. Alright, look at this. It's telling you, keep going, Pisces. Don't give up here. Alright? It feels like you're appearing as like the spiritual warrior here. Place your mind in your heart in awareness of what is it that is inspiring you. Do you feel alone on your quest? Look for the legions of beings in spirit and upon the earth that fight alongside you, fearless and ferocious with love. Be uplifted by your fellow spirit warriors, beloved one. Feel the joy of their love and unity within you. You have access to the divine to conquer any obstacle, win every battle, and secures every victory. Alright, look at this. It's telling you you're not alone here, Pisces. Alright? Keep going. You have that power to overcome anything that's in your way. Alright? You will get that victory. And let's say if you do feel alone on your spiritual journey, go ahead and join that spiritual group. Meet other spiritual warriors like yourself, alright? Where you can connect with them. So, it says, from the fierce Hawaiian Koa tradition of warriors that comes from the word alokoa, means to cultivate spirit of the warrior. Inherent in this code is service to a greater cause than the individual ego. For the earth warrior, that means a community, cause, or country. For the spirit warrior, services to a higher consciousness itself. For the spirit warrior, love is inspiration, purpose for battle, and the only way to win the war. Joy is a sign that the spirit warrior is turned into a source. For that is a frequency which lets us know when we are in divine presence. As soon as we are in the grip of darkness, joy disappears. Although the spirit warrior will experience emotions such as anger, grief, fear, there is recognition that the ability to conquer lies in the present moment, and that fear comes from negative fantasies about the future. In disciplining the mind and nurturing the soul with the spiritual light, the spirit warrior learns how to manage emotional content so that it becomes possible to be fully present. The spirit warrior doesn't have a violent soul, but does have powerful energy and a great need to put that energy to good use as an effective action-oriented presence for higher consciousness on Earth. Alright, hold on. Anyways. Effective action-oriented presence for a higher consciousness on Earth. The spirit warrior within you needs to feel that your life is dedicated to something meaningful and magnificent, to witness the positive difference that you are creating throughout your actions. Don't allow others to stop you from unleashing this beautiful divine masculine spirit in your mind, your soul, in our world. We need you. We need men and women who can surrender to the guiding wisdom of a higher power to get things done. The moment you deny yourself the right to be bold, present, practical, and engage with the world through your spiritual truth, your mind has begun repressing the warrior energy within you. Maybe it's your own mind that tells you that you shouldn't make waves, or that being spiritual means never causing a ruckus, or that you should just be peaceful and let go. Even though you know it is your heart and not your ego that is crying out for you to hold on. Maybe others are saying you feel too much, or you should protect yourself and switch off from worrying about things that you can't change. Let your ferocious warrior soul gobble up such lies and use them to intensify your passionate willingness to act. If you try to repress the bold, dynamic vitality of the spirit warrior within, then it cannot function as it is meant to and becomes disordered. Signs of distorted warrior spirit energy include the eruption to inexplicable aggression towards others, with cold judgment and escaping criticism, or towards yourself and self-defeating, self-sabotaging, self-harming behaviors, in violent dreams and in feelings of having one's hands tied, needing to do something and yet feeling held back. If joy isn't cultivated, then the warrior energy can become dark and corrosive, where despair leads into a loss of integrity and ends justify a means. True spirit warriors eschew such spiritual lawlessness. They have compassion for all people, especially those tainted by forces of hate. They know it is lower consciousness that they are fighting against, and that the people damaged by it are in need of spiritual truth and fierce compassion. If a spirit warrior tries to fight from a place of despair and darkness, doubt, and hate, battle will become destructive to their soul. When you fight for love from a place of joy, spirit warrior, the battle opens your beautiful, fierce heart. It uplifts your mind and empowers your soul. The might of divine grace accomplishes all pursuits and wins every war. Alright, and we have number 35. It says, I, Lunar Mother, bring you my mandala of the moon to manifest through the law of magnetic attraction. My mandala is a sacred portal through which your dreams, intentions, and visions shall pass into the wholeness of being. From the realm of inspiration into the world of form on earth. Alright, like this. So there's manifestation happening here. Connect with the Lunar Mother. I feel like it's because you're the spirit warrior. You're going for something here, Pisces. Alright. There is no need for doubt or concern, for even the appearance of delay signifies that divine feminine mystery is at work. The timing unfolding according to higher loving wisdom, trust that what is falling away is meant to be, while you have faith in new divine works being born. Alright? This oracle brings a sign that creative works will reach fulfillment. Alright, so anything you're working on, like creative here, it's going to reach fulfillment. It's going to reach completion. Relax with trust and positive expectations that all your needs will be met. This makes it easier for abundance to flow and all earthly and spiritual matters to fall into place according to a great, loving, higher intelligence. Alright, look at this. So, all your needs will be met here, Pisces. You have no need to worry. That's what Spirit's telling you. Things are changing, even if you cannot see the physical evidence of this as yet. Trust that your actions are leading you into a better way of life. Rely on the universe, and you shall see how all things come together according to divine and higher order that suits you, in ways even better than you could have imagined yourself. So even if things feel like they're delayed, or it's not working, but look at this, it is working. Or some things are falling away so that something better can come into your life. You understand, Pisces? Everything is working now perfectly. Says, when we are very focused on something that we want to have happen, we can become impatient and try to control the process. We may logically assume which steps should come next. And if that fails, fall into place as we expected it would, we would make further incorrect assumptions, such as believing that if our plan had not worked accordingly to our current expectations, then it must somehow mean that it won't work at all. The Lunar Mother is telling you that your soul that she knows of your intent. She is saying that you are permitted by the divine to create what it is you want to bring life upon the earth, but that there are cycles of creation that must be honored, right? So if you feel like something, maybe it didn't work at first, it's telling you it could work, just not the way you expected. You understand? That's just how life works. Alright. She reminds you to trust in the sacred feminine wisdom expressed by the idea that it is darkest before the dawn. The wisdom is symbolically enacted in the natural world, whereby an ending and the uncertainty that it can accompany it, the night, must fall before the new cycle of creation, the day, can begin. On a practical level, this guidance asks us to keep the faith, acting when we act, and resting when we rest. It guides us not to lose heart, even during times where not much seems to be happening. New Age circles often espouse the wisdom of following the path of least resistance, based on the Tao philosophy of ancient China. This wise teaching is often misinterpreted to mean that if things get difficult, one is on the wrong path. That would be a most unhelpful creed to live by, as it would cause you to turn away whenever things become challenging, rather than staying true to your path no matter what it may come. Okay, look at this set. That's why you're appearing as a spirit warrior, so you keep going. Even when things get difficult, keep going. A more useful interpretation of that wisdom is not to resist the natural cycle of creation. This means accepting the symbolic night, during which we cannot act, we cannot see, we have to rest and be patient, having faith that the day will dawn at the right time. So we do not insist that things manifest immediately, according to our personal opinion about how, why, when, and where. Instead, we believe that the universe honors our right to create and is working with us intelligently to bring life to the yearning of our hearts. The divine has a destiny intended for you. When you surrender, you're letting into it. Alright, like this. But it's also telling you to surrender. Don't try to force this, but keep going. You understand? Your spiritual destiny has been crafted for you alone by the source that created you, who knows you with an extraordinary and unconditionally loving intimacy, and wishes for your complete fulfillment with a passion that is both tender and fierce. We do all that we can do, and yet we know we don't have to attempt to direct the divine and its mysterious workings of love. Let the Divine Mother evoke peace and reassurance for your mind and heart, as you realize that her divine promise is here for you now. All things come in time, and for all things, including your dreams, there's a season. Number 43. Honor the light. You are a light bearer. Your sole purpose is to redress the presence of darkness on this planet through shining the light. Alright, as a spiritual warrior here, Pisces. You are meant to do this in ways that feel most uplifting to you. What brings brightness to your spirit? Do these things. How can you create a loving legacy to remind others of light? See, do what brings light to your life. Okay? But look at this. It also feels like you're going to be a beacon of light to others. Alright, you'll be creating this legacy. Exploring and expressing the light in ways that remind others to seek the light too. As a way to fulfill your divine destiny. Your light is powerful, use it. Says people around you, perhaps even you, can sometimes get caught up in troubles of the world and forget to focus on the light and their own creative power. Gently but persistently remind yourself and others to ask for divine help. This can be done according to each individual's belief systems. Prayers will be answered. Focus on the light at specific moments during each day. Place sacred objects in your line of vision so that you can see them and remember the light often. You are a light worker. So you are a light worker and spiritual warrior, light bearer. One who is divinely designed to receive and transmit light for the benefit of humankind and Mother Earth. You have more influence in situations to bring about divine conclusions than you may realize. Don't be afraid to use your light in all ways possible. So as a great creator deity in the pre-Inca tradition in the Andes region is Viracocha, who is said to have risen from Lake Titicaca? I don't know exactly how to say that. Either way, during the time of darkness to bring forth light. So this is this deity that you're connecting with, alright? Right here. It's that deity you're connecting with. Bring forth light. He made the sun, moon, and stars. In his wisdom teaching, this reminds us of the importance of creating numerous ways to experience and remember light and reflect it back to ourselves and the world. Creating things in our minds and our world to reflect a divine light is vital. These could be simple altars, sacred spaces, beautiful sacred objects, or it could be the act of burning incense, playing beautiful music, doing a daily practice of meditation and oracle readings, praying, conscious dance, or art. Alright, so those are things you can do to invite more light in your life. Choose whatever it is that helps you honor the light and reinforces it as an authentic presence within your being. Through regular practice as a radiance will be ignited and the flames fan within. Our soul becomes a lighthouse to help others find their way. Amplifying the inner light is a way to tap into your creative consciousness. Then, what you generate in this world through your thoughts and actions is what you actually want to share. That which increases hope, goodwill, happiness, and peace in this world. And it said that this deity made humans by breathing into stones, but his first creation efforts were not pleasing to him, so he destroyed them with the flood and began anew for a better result. The symbolism of this speaks of allowing our creative ideas to evolve. We do not need to be scared to let things fall away, to wash away clean, and start afresh within our creative intentions. We can do this daily through prayer and other ways to honor and strengthen the inner light of spirit. For someone like you with a strong mind and the ability to broadcast thoughts and feelings more clearly than many other around you, the position and purpose of spiritual influence at a soul level is essential that you bring your mind and way of being back to the light many times each day. If you get caught in a dark mood, it doesn't only affect you, and may well bring down others. And if you are alone, hiding from the world under a bundle of blankets, your darkness doesn't go unnoticed, unfelt. The more you grow spiritually, the more your own states of being will have an impact in this world. This doesn't mean that you need to fear your own darkness. Rather, when it arises within you, your job is to recognize it and work through it without delay. You minimize the time and grip you give it within your own soul, and practice authentically bringing yourself back to the light. There's no magic in this, it's ability born of practice. The discipline to the practice comes from a desire to be in the light. You can choose to be in the light for whatever reason. It could be that it simply feels good, that it connects you to great spirit, and that you like the feeling. It may be that being happier makes you more attractive and magnetic to what you want to experience, or you want to brighten up someone's day and not darken their mood with your own. You may want to show gratitude to the divine, not discontent, and so forth. The point is that you figure out your best motivations to be in the light, and you practice putting yourself there again and again. Alright? So, Pisces, that's a message for you. Now let's get some runes and chance yourself. So we have appear what it appears to be the North Node. Alright, so Pisces, you gotta find out what your North Node is, because that's kind of like your guiding point in this life. We have this Sun and Moon Dragon. Alright, so connected about the Sun and the Moon. Which we see it again, Sun and Moon Beetle. It's a state of balance. We have Sun God Ra. Now this Black Tortoise, which you're connecting to. So Black Tortoise is kind of like the warrior in a way. It's like the protector. It represents good health and long life. Alright, we have success. So, Pisces, that's all I have for you. And like I said, if you'd like a personal reading, there's 2 options in the description down below to book a personal reading. And if you'd like to join that spiritual group, meet more spiritually like-minded people here, go ahead and go join that. And a bunch of other things there in the description. And if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.